Salut les conscients, on se retrouve enfin pour cette troisième et dernière vidéo consacrée à Titan Organics. On perd pas de temps, on a hâte de te faire découvrir tout ça. On commence tout de suite avec l'un des projets en commun qu'ont nos deux fermiers pour les années à venir, et tu vas voir, c'est génial.
And then the other thing is, I don't know if you've heard from Neil about it, but we have this avocado planting project.
And then the other thing we're collaborating on a lot is a community reforestation project.
Basically the idea is like kind of all at once, the volunteer program is going to no longer work on Neil's farm or on our farm, it's only going to work on local families' lands.
We propagate hundreds of heirloom avocados from Sununás. So we've picked like 10 or 12 of the best old growth, beautiful, productive trees in the valley that produce really amazing avocados that you would not get in a Walmart or in anywhere like that. And they're native to here. We actually give those trees plus a bunch of other to the community, and we take groups out to community coffee fields, and we do soil conservation works, put in irrigation systems, and we plant these support trees with a view to making the cafetales more diverse. The idea is to be part of hopefully a kind of community agroforestry project. It's a dream still, but it's something that we're excited about and we collaborate a lot about. And so trying to bring groups here who are interested in participating and helping out with those things is a big thing that we're collaborating on.
I want to prove that it works. I mean, we've done it so much. We've planted probably 80, 90 avocados last year on local people's lands. We've done tons of gardens. It's like we do a lot, but I want to organize it. And I think that might be the last piece. I could see potentially becoming an NGO that basically does permaculture in Sununás.
Mais qu'est-ce que serait cette vidéo sans retour d'expérience, sans feedback, sans conseil? Comment est-ce que tu pourrais t'inspirer de quoi que ce soit sans tout ça? Ben on sait pas. Et comme on sait pas, on a préféré leur poser la question, et crois-moi, ils en ont plein des conseils à te donner, alors écoute.
Cash flow is an obstacle. That's like one piece of advice now that I would give to anyone starting like a sort of sustainable initiative is like get a solid cash flow. Permaculture will always take you in the direction of diversity, and you start to realize, wow, the sky is the limit. You know, there's this quote by Bill Mollison that says the yield of a system is only limited by the imagination of the designer. But actually to get those yields it's a lot of work. What I'm realizing now slowly, and it's an obstacle that we're slowly overcoming, is the importance of having a steady flow of cash so that we can as quickly as possible stop needing to go into our own pockets. Like I say, through the restaurant, the sale of the compost, the dairy product, we've got there largely speaking, but it was definitely like obstacle number one to overcome.
There's a bunch of tips. Don't go into debt for a business that you haven't started yet, unless it's exactly the terms that you want. Joel Salatin, who's a farm writer, he says, buying land is a position of wealth defense. You buy land in order to defend your wealth. Renting land is a position of wealth offense. If you want to be offensive with wealth, you rent land because it's more favorable actually to rent.
Yeah, you know, take your time, take your education seriously, work for free, volunteer, give your energy to projects and things that resonate with like where you're at, and don't ask for anything in return. That's like one of the best things that I ever did, because when I actually adopted that attitude, all these teachers like just appeared in my life.
Another big piece of advice is find one or two things that pay the bills. Get your head above water before anything else. I didn't have that advice, so for the first 5 or 6 years, I was trying everything. I probably should have focused on two things. You know, consider partnerships, like working together with someone else. If you're in like Europe or the United States or Canada, for example, it's probably more expensive to hire people. It's harder to hire people, so you might find a partnership with someone.
I would say like really think hard about like how is this project going to work when you're sick, when you're tired, where your initial enthusiasm wears off? How is it going to work to an extent on its own? And it doesn't have to. There's great permaculture projects that are just homesteads, but you know, if your goal is to have a business, really meditate on articulating your goals clearly, and then just go for it.
Bon alors oui, on est conscient que tout ça, ça fait beaucoup d'informations, mais c'est pas comme si on était en train de vous expliquer comment monter un meuble Ikea non plus. Bien que ça puisse être foutrement compliqué ça. Bref, dans tous les cas, on espère que cette première vidéo vous donne un minimum de base, qu'elle vous intrigue et vous donne l'envie de vous renseigner un petit peu plus sur tous ces sujets, et puis pourquoi pas même vous lancer vous aussi. Si vous avez la moindre question, surtout n'hésitez pas, on fera de notre mieux pour y répondre. Et d'ici la prochaine vidéo, tâchez de rester conscient, nous on va tâcher de le rester. Ciao ciao. Bonjour. Je suis sûr que tu as encore un petit peu de temps de cerveau disponible. Si oui, c'est juste par ici. Bon, et si tu es conscient mais que tu as une envie irrésistible d'aller voir une vidéo de chat, on comprend. Mais par contre, abonne-toi juste avant et fais sonner la cloche pour être averti de la sortie de la prochaine vidéo. Et fais attention quand même, je t'ai à l'œil.